But then like the fact that she
Well,
used the BBC excuse like makes me think that maybe I guess maybe she's not in touch with her roots as well. Yeah.
Okay, we
that
are
is
live.
so interesting.
Yeah.
Hello, world.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to Night Drama.
I'm sharing it.
Night drama.
Night drama, yeah. Well, it's still evening. It's evening somewhere. Okay, hi
Yeah.
guys. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Evening Drama. Welcome.
Yeah, we didn't do the countdown today.
No, we didn't. We was literally just like came home.
Oh, I saw some
Yeah.
videos on like OBS plugins that you can use next time.
Which
Oh,
one?
no way.
And then like, you can do like what do you call it, like that? You know that sound thing when you speak, then like the waves bounce.
Oh.
Oh.
Why do we?
And then there's some like
that?
that you do like really cool transitions. So you can do that next time when you do the countdown or whatever.
Oh, right. Yeah, no.
Nice.
We're not
We're really
professional
upgrading
yet.
on our tech.
So
Oh,
you
no,
can
we
see who's-
are.
You can see who's talking, right? Because if like my waves are quiet and like, oh, Sing is not contributing.
Well, speaking of which, I have an equipment upgrade
Yay.
since our last episode. So we talked about the Logitech, which I used to call Logitech, and you guys made fun of me. Logitech
Did we?
Brio.
I don't remember we making fun of you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was scarred for life ever since you made fun of me. This is probably from like a decade ago. I was like, called it Logitech. Anyway,
No, I don't think so. I don't even.
I
You
don't,
have
I
no
don't think I
memories?
ever heard you call it
Yeah.
Logitech before.
When was this?
Oh,
I don't think
maybe I made
I
it up.
even used
no, I have just a
Logitech
really clear memory.
like
Maybe
products
like,
in
it's your
school.
Own, it's your own insecurities, you know? And then you think
Oh,
we're like,
probably.
like you use our voices to manifest your insecurities.
It sounds
exactly,
like
exactly.
sounds like what asshole kids would do in the U.S., not in Malaysia.
Are you sure? 'Cause now I wish I have record of you guys making fun of me. But anyway, I got the Logitech Brio,
Wow.
which is the one that George saw in the store. I was tempted to get the stream cam, but that's really hard to find. Yeah, and then the thing is, I look super clear to myself
Mhm.
through the stream. I'm sure it's not as dramatic.
No, well,
and
I think-
it is a noticeable improvement.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
No, but I
like,
think
Yeah.
Line
you're a bit more,
heavily
like, crisp.
compresses the video though.
Yeah.
Maybe
Again,
we can switch programs in the future.
yeah, we should use Zoom like everyone else does.
Does Zoom like give super high quality video? I don't know.
To be honest, I'm not sure. Like,
Yeah.
but I know that it's better than Line because in Line I can see your little pixels.
Mm.
And then I also switched up the so you can see also the point of the view is wider.
Yeah.
Like you can see more of my apartment's mess
That's
compared to
all-
normal.
I think 90-degree angle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I can go
Yeah.
pretty wide, so you can set it to 3 different angles. And you can, I don't know, just like little things like I can like physically tilt it, right? Whereas you can't do that with the laptop.
Mhm.
And then I also got the new microphone. So unfortunately, the Blue Yeti is like so hard to find, but this is an Amazon choice recommended
Oh,
one
okay.
that's like about $50. So a fraction of the Blue Yeti's price, but
Still not
it
cheap.
does the job.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not cheap. No. I don't think it has like cardioid whatever. You know what I mean? Like the fancy word for these mics.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it does sound much better, like based on the test
Mhm.
recording just now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not sounding like NPR podcast or anything like that, but I guess I'm clearer.
Baby steps.
Since I don't actually listen to my own stream, I'm actually not sure what the difference is.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
when I upload this, you can go back and check out the difference.
And compare?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, so those are the upgrades. Actually, I need this for work anyway because it was getting kind of awkward because now my laptop on one side,
Mhm.
so I do need like some kind of separate webcam.
Yeah.
And the other upgrade that you guys can't see is my DAS keyboard came.
Woohoo! That's
Yes, they are good old like not really cool enough to be in the true mechanical keyboard kids world, but just want something better than stock keyboard.
Still
So
cool.
you've been using it for a while now, right? I mean, like a few days
A
already.
week. Yeah.
Do you like it more than the other one?
The Redragon that's
Yeah.
sitting in a corner waiting to be returned. Yes. Well, the keys are less wobbly with the Redragon. Like you can feel there's like a wobble with every key, especially with the spacebar.
Wait, with the
and
dragon or the dust?
with the dragon.
Oh, okay.
Because it doesn't have like the thing cover around it or something. Like it's completely exposed except for the keys. So it's very wobbly.
I don't think that really affects it though.
No,
No,
But then,
I mean it's again like just a feel difference.
Because what causes the wobbles are like the switch, stem, and the housing.
Mm-hmm.
So like sometimes the housing is like too loose, so like causes the stem to have more, with more room to wobble.
Mm-hmm.
So like dust uses cherry switches, and then your
Real ones.
red dragon, like I don't know what they're using, so like
probably
could be a difference in the
Automus or
quality.
something.
Yeah, so there could be a difference in quality of the stems that cause it to wobble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And with the dust keyboard, it's more springy actually, so it does take getting used to. The Redragon is the texture is more like it would just stay. It will go down really fast and kind of stay down.
Lighter switches.
Whereas
Yeah.
the switches,
But
even though they could both claim to be brown.
Yeah, the Scatteron brown and cherry brown. I think they have slightly different weights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one that's getting used to because it's a little harder to press in the beginning, but I mean I'm used to it now. But the volume knob, man, the Redragon one, they use some sort of like nulled like metal, and it feels very industrial and not nice. In fact, it feels like a little bit like a barbell. Like, whereas the Redragon, the dust keyboard is the good old, it's a big knob and I can turn it, and I really like that.
Yeah.
So yes, the whole point of the mechanical keyboard for me is the volume knob.
No, knobs are really useful. I have a knob on my keyboard too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you only have the tiny one.
No, well, I have a larger one with a. You can see, there's a little volume knob here.
Oh, nice! I didn't know that.
Yeah, this is a custom keyboard.
Yet another one.
Yeah. Well, one of my. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but the thing I splurged on that you guys will think is ridiculous is this.
Oh, wood rest.
The wrist rest. Yes. I was complaining to you guys. I think you guys ignored me about how there's not good wrist rests on the market. A lot of them are like that squishy foam material,
No, I told you could get nice wood ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you did? Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
I actually didn't see a message, but coincidentally, I got a wood one.
Yeah.
But the downside is that the width is just a tiny, 1 centimeter short compared to the desk keyboard.
Does that bother you?
A little bit. I'm like, oh, I wish it would match the size. But this was like the cheapest one I could find on Amazon.
Yeah.
But it's good. I mean, because my counter is like a marble counter, and it's always so cold on my wrist. It's just uncomfortable.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually,
So it is needed.
Those are problems
really
we
good,
don't face.
Wrist rest is Razer. Razer makes really good wrist rest.
Is it? Oh,
Like
hi, easy one.
Kente has the Huntsman, right? Is it Huntsman Elite?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it comes with a magnetic wrist rest. And that one's
nice.
It's really soft. It's really comfortable. I was quite surprised.
I have a
I
soft
mean, I don't think much of their
wrist rest
keyboards,
too.
but then
I use it to spank.
yeah. So it's something like that. So it's I was actually really surprised at how comfortable it was.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the thing with soft wrist rest is that I imagine that over time, the pleather will start to peel.
Yeah, well, you can just replace.
Yeah, that's true.
Same, Z1's
So
in the
anyway,
chat. Z1's watching you.
Oh.
Yeah.
So anyway, cherry
have one
browns
viewer.
have a actuation force of 45 grams, and bottoms out at 60, which is quite light though.
Yeah, they are light.
I've my heaviest switch right now bottoms out at 70 grams. I feel like it's quite heavy, but you get used to it, and it actually feels quite pleasant to type on.
Yeah, I think it's just getting used to it. I use the Monkey Type app recommended by George to test it out.
Do you do it every day? Do you see yourself improving?
No. I feel like I cannot improve anymore. Like, this is as fast as I can ever get.
Really?
Actually, you hung and I joke. The problem isn't the typing speed; it's the thinking speed. Like, this is as fast as I can think. So it's a software problem, not a hardware problem.
But I mean, when you do typing tests, like you just read and type, right? You don't have to think.
Yes. Yeah, but the thing is, like, in a day-to-day practical,
sure.
When I'm typing for work, it doesn't really matter how much
it doesn't.
I get.
Yeah. I mean, once you're above like 80 words, that's like good enough for any work, I think. Maybe not like data entry, I guess, but yeah, everything else.
Yeah, in fact, I'm mostly limited by, so I have to use like Google Slides a lot for work, and it's so janky that I feel like I'm slowed down by the fact that everything just looks so ugly when I'm making a PowerPoint. I think this is back to our discussion about making good PowerPoints.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. I think Google Slides is pretty cool, but I'm not a great PowerPoint user, so yeah. But
and there's no good templates for G Slides.
Do you use templates a lot?
Well, I was looking on Envato's, market for PowerPoint slides. Which, by the way, is quite a ripoff because a lot of them are actually like, they make it look really nice in the preview. When we actually download it, you're like, wait a minute, those are just rectangles. Yeah, so definitely not very pleased. But I think I need to learn. Maybe there's like, power user functions I'm not even learning about.
Well, what I usually do anyway is I use Microsoft PowerPoint to make the slides. And then I upload to Google Slides. Yeah.
Yeah, like I do that sometimes too, but once you get going, people get confused if you do the PowerPoint upload, because theoretically you can open a PowerPoint in Google Slides in Google Slides, but some people don't know that, and they download it and there's version control problems, so it's easier just to make it native.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyway, next episode, if I learn any G Slide power tips.
Oh no, wait, we're talking about slides, not Excel.
Yeah, slides.
We can talk about Excel too, because G Sheets is also the other thing I use that doesn't have the same functions.
Like, what do you need from Excel that you can't do in G Sheets?
Good question. Like even simple stuff like making the columns all the same width, it's not as intuitive to do that in G Sheet. I had to look it up.
I guess you're limited by
like,
the browser.
Where are the things?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have to make a slide, like a deck, next week for work. Don't look forward to
nice.
it.
Oh.
Yeah. Because the other day I read an article of, on how the way Microsoft Excel formats dates, right? It's like messing up with like human gene research.
How so?
Because like some of the names that they give that they give the human genes, because it's like it's an acronym, right? So some of them is called MARCH1, right? Like March 1, and then like Excel thinks it's the date.
Yeah.
So like it formats it as like 1st March or something.
Right. Actually, my friend made a script to fix that. The other day. Yeah, he works in bioinformatics, and I saw a post on LinkedIn. He was like, is the gene March 1 messing up your database for bioinformatics? I wrote a script to fix it all.
So that's the thing, right?
What a niche problem, but I didn't realize it was so problematic.
Yeah, so apparently like a study in 2016 found that out of like over 3,000 papers that were published on human gene research, a fifth of them had all these Excel formatting errors.
Oh god, that's so terrible.
Lot, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but also as a previous grad student, I can totally see that if it happened with my data. I'll be like, whoops. Actually, another way that I had Excel screw with me before was the whole British versus American way of formatting dates. Like we couldn't figure out why this graph wouldn't render correctly, and it's because it was formatted to the wrong country.
The thing is, it's only US that does the dates that way, right?
The
Everywhere else in the world does it the other way. So yeah.
What do you call that format?
Like American? I don't know.
It's metric system, but it's not metric, right?
Imperial. No, that's just that's just for like units. But I'm not sure about dates.
Yeah.
So that's for units. I don't know what this is called. American way.
American, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to follow what the ISO standard, which the year dash month dash date, which was popularized by XKCD to be like the golden standard. Because when you sort file names, then it would automatically sort chronologically if you start with year first, and not starting with the date.
I do that too.
Yeah. Yeah. But no one else does it, so it's really annoying when I'm the only one doing
it. Well, I mean, it's for like my local files on my computer. Yeah. Actually, I picked that up when I worked at Uber Gizmo. I'm not sure if it's Hubert that told me. No, to name stuff with your dates, year first, year, month, day, and then it'll sort properly in your Windows Explorer or wherever by default.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't remember who taught me that, but yeah, that's what I did when I was working at Uber Gizmo.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's see if we can popularize the proper formatting of dates from this pod or the stream.
We'll start a revolution.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dates.
Yeah.
Same thing like temperature as well, like Celsius and Fahrenheit. Like you're living in the States, right? So you can imagine what temperatures are like when you see them in Fahrenheit, right? Like for me, I can't. I have to convert them.
Oh, well, yeah, I can. Now I know what it feels like, which I think is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Which is another thing you can't experience in Malaysia is the differences in temperature, unless you're talking about the AC or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I see 20 degrees, I know, okay, that's my room AC temperature. Cause that's what I said. Yeah. You know, and like, when I see like 70 Fahrenheit, like, what the hell is that? Yeah. Like,
well,
and then
100 is damn hot.
A lot of like cooking vlogs use Fahrenheit for ovens.
Yes, yeah.
To the point, so like sometimes I always have to convert.
And it's never quite precise too.
Yeah, because like sometimes it's like what, let's see, what's 400F to C. Yeah, so like they put the oven to 400F, right? So I go and convert it. It's like 204.4 C. So my down is like 204. Like it doesn't go in like 5 increments, So I'm like to like, is it like here? And I like tweak it a bit. And like I don't even know if it actually makes a difference.
Oh,
that is true.
Yeah.
Actually, like cooking directions, do you have to follow them to a T?
For stuff like baking, I think like it's quite important. Yeah.
Like if you're off 1 or 2 degrees, does that matter?
That one I'm not sure.
I don't think it matters for most cooking, but it does matter for things like making candy, where it's a chemical reaction that happens at a certain temperature, and if you don't hit that, it would affect the product.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, apparently it really matters for sous vide too,
Yes, well, yeah, but I would say it's not as sensitive as 1 to 2 degrees.
Of a lady testing a sous vide egg, right? So I think it's supposed to be...
yes, the egg. Yeah.
It's like 164, 165, right? But then like her machine, so she had 2 machines. One could go to exactly 165. One could only go 164. And then like it came out quite different, surprisingly. Like the 1 degree Fahrenheit, like the end result was actually like quite different. Yeah,
I believe that. Egg is so tricky.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Remember there was a time Singit was looking for the perfect egg timer.
Oh, really? That sounds like the kind of bullshit I would do.
No, because like I always sous vide my eggs, right? But then every time I do it, then my mom and dad would complain like, "Oh, you take 45 minutes to do a half-boiled egg."
Yes.
And then I'm like, "But it tastes so much better, right?" Like the consistency and texture is so good, you know? And
Right,
then,
right.
But it takes so long, and then like you use up so much electricity. I mean, to be honest, I don't know how much electricity it actually uses.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but then
I don't think it does use more because it's on the lower temperature.
But because you're using it for an extended period of time, like the machine's running, right?
Right, but the water is maintaining the temperature. I think this is turning into like a separate experiment when we need like the power outlet measure. Power meters.
I mean, like I can't really argue with them on that because like they might be right, you know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It does take a lot to wait.
Versus the normal way, which is just to boil water and then pour it over your eggs and just wait like 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Obviously, way less energy intensive.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, they have a point. So after that, I started looking for like more the perfect egg timer to like try and get it right. Like that.
Did you find it?
Way. No, I didn't.
What a disappointing story. Okay, so
he gave up.
Like one thing I've been trying to make is like, you know how in the mamak stall they when you get the kaya toast with the 2 eggs?
Yeah.
You know how those 2 eggs are always perfect?
Yeah.
No, yeah, so they use this like yellow tub, right? That you pour water and then like it drips out at a steady rate. So the idea is when the water is all drained, your eggs will be perfectly cooked, right? So I bought that and tried it and it didn't work.
You got fooled by infomercials.
No, because right.
But the thing is,
the thing with eggs is that they're different sizes. So obviously, like, the bigger one will take longer to cook than a smaller one, right? And then there's also the freshness, where a fresh egg, the egg whites are tighter. So I assume that probably plays a role in like the consistency when you cook it too, right? So like, there's like so many factors involved. Like I don't know. I think it'd be quite hard to replicate that.
Well, but the thing is, when you go to a mamak stall, they're not messing around with drips and whatnot. It's like somehow in this like constant tub of water that has no thermometer in it. It's always perfect. So how do you explain that?
I think they have feel or like experience doing it.
Well, I want that experience so that we're not messing around.
I mean, you just do it
because I also
every
went through
day,
this dark path of onsen egg.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it perfect. I've kind of given up because, yeah, I can like get it to be like hard on the outside and like gooey on the inside pretty reliably, but having that like sous vide like texture, I can never get without doing the 45 minutes sitting around waiting for the egg situation.
Man. Yeah.
Like I would have forgotten about the egg after 45 minutes.
Yeah, and actually, just the other day, I finally found like kecap manis, like in the supermarket. Because the other thing I was missing was the sweet soy sauce. It's so hard to find good ones here. So I don't even know if the one I bought is even close to the Malaysia or Singapore type because they don't have the same brands. But I was very excited about finding that. In fact, this is what I'm going to eat for breakfast today.
What brand of kecap manis do you get?
There's only I think maybe the Lee Kum Kee one, which is a very weird like. Not standard brand because I think in Singapore
you
it's
need
like
to
elephant.
Buy the
ABC.
ABC, yeah, that's the Indonesian one. That's like the OG.
But ABC is also not quite correct. When you go to like Toastbox, it's not ABC. It's something else.
No, but they don't give you kecap manis. That's soy sauce.
Yeah, they give you soy sauce in Malaysia.
But it's thick.
No.
It's.
I don't know.
In Singapore, in the Toastbox. Oh, we go to
Toastbox in like years, but.
Okay, well, you go to Toastbox. It's thick and sweet. If Z wants to on, maybe she can give me the...
Yeah, she is still
the
on.
verdict.
She said Singapore's timer might be faulty. No, but I don't recall ever having like thick or sweet soy sauce. Like every time it's just regular soy sauce when I go like kopitiams. Yeah.
In fact, is it Maggie actually that they give you?
I don't know what brand they use, but it's all generic, at least to me. Like it's just salty.
Well,
and then
I wanted the sweet one.
Pepper, lots of pepper.
Yes, the pepper is mandatory.
Yeah.
And it has to be white pepper too, not black pepper.
Oh yeah, white pepper.
Yeah. But yeah, the lengths we go to. Have you seen the ones Singapore? It's like an egg timer that's shaped like an egg, and then it changes color or something.
I bought that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
I got it from Daiso.
Yeah, did it work?
It didn't work either.
You're doing it wrong, man.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, like for like a $5 little trinket, I wasn't really expecting much.
Oh, and then I went to a ramen shop a while back, and then they had the perfect ramen egg, right? And then so I asked the owner, like, how do you make your eggs? And then he said, oh, I don't do anything complicated. I just put them all into a big pot of water, and then I do boil it for 10 minutes, which made me go, that's a really long time. And then it comes out perfect. And I was like, totally not helpful instructions.
I mean, does he boil it in soup?
Remember that cookbook you asked me to buy for you last time? That just one cookbook.
Yes.
Yeah. So like her recipe for ramen egg is like 7 minutes, and then like you dunk it in ice water.
And then ta-da!
Yeah.
But it never worked.
Like only once. After that, I could never replicate it.
Yeah.
Like
and then the thing is, in a restaurant, like 10 minutes is because he's probably boiling 5,000 eggs at the same time, because that's the volume they're working with. So it doesn't scale to like normal people eating 2 eggs.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe that's it. Like all these recipes don't scale to normal people eating at home.
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
anyway,
if there are like more eggs
in
the water, they would be absorbing more of the energy. So
exactly, and I think you just get it more even that way because you have a bigger volume to mess with.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the hawker stall does it.
Yeah. Probably.
Anyway, I think one of my dreams is to intern in like Toastbox for like a day just to figure out how they make everything. So it's like you guys should try out YouTube tutorials and see which work. So I'll tell you, I've tried the Adam Liao one, the Kenji one. I've tried quite a number. I can never get them to work.
Yeah, just go.
So I don't know. Maybe should we go down the path again? Maybe for our next stream.
I don't know.
Yeah, whether you start from the fridge or not, like are your eggs cold in the first place? Those all affect the final product.
And then I think different countries rate their eggs differently, like in terms of size.
Yeah.
So some people are like, oh, get the XL eggs. I'm like in Malaysia, I'm like I don't think they sell like.
I've never seen different size eggs. Yeah.
No. There's one brand. I think it's Nutri Plus. They sell jumbo eggs, right?
Oh.
But that's the only one. The rest of them are like just eggs, right? And then sometimes like you buy the same brand, it's bigger. Sometimes it's smaller. So I don't understand.
Right.
But I mean, because like, I guess chickens are like, what's the term for it? They are like living creatures. So I don't think you can like put out like a consistently sized egg, right? It's like saying all human babies should be born the same size and weight.
No, but that's on the farms to sort out. Yeah.
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 No, but if like
the ones in the US are regulated.
Like, small eggs this round, right? I mean, they can't really do much about it, right?
Right. But I think the ones in the US they regulate it, so the eggs are sorted. Like when I buy a carton of a certain, like there is size A, and then like there is jumbo. I think in some places you can even buy like for sure double yolks, which are super hard to find, but they even sell a carton of only double yolks. Yeah. So, but the thing is, what I've noticed, it does make a difference, is the Japanese raised ones versus the American ones. So here you like in the Japanese supermarket, they raised in the US, but it's like raised by Japanese people or like a Japanese way or something. And the egg yolk comes out like much more golden and it tastes different. I've done a taste test comparing the two.
What?
But I read somewhere that said like they do something to make the eggs orange, like the yolk.
I'm sure. Yeah, they probably feed it coloring or something. But and I think Kenji did do an experiment where he dyed them all green or some ridiculous color. And to see people can tell.
I heard you say experiments.
Oh yes, egg experiments. And apparently people can't tell the taste difference once you dye all the green or bizarre color. So maybe it's all perception, but to me it does taste a little different. It's just annoying to go to the supermarket.
Like a really deep orange egg yolk always looks more appetizing.
Yeah. Yes.
I guess you have to do a blind test, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess in Malaysia you don't get as many ridiculous egg choices. Oh, actually, you know what I really don't like? It's the omega-3 eggs that you get like in Malaysia and the US as well, where they feed them something different to have omega-3 content. But it makes the eggs taste like fishy.
What? No.
Have you guys tried that?
I mean, I've tried omega eggs.
I always buy like kampong eggs these days.
I don't feel they taste any different though.
Like last time, my mom would like be quite fussy about these things, so she always buy like eggs with like what omega-3 or like selenium and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I honestly couldn't tell the difference, but.
Where do you get kampong eggs from?
Supermarkets. There are brands that just they claim to be kampong eggs, but I don't know. I mean, those kampong eggs
are you sure?
Usually like identified by having like a more white shell compared to regular eggs with like more beigey.
Oh. Well, Z1 agrees that kampong eggs taste the best. So, in the US now, there's a lot more of these like humanely raised chicken brands where like it comes with a little sheet that tells you the chicken of the month is Henrietta the hen, and it tells you a little history of that chicken, which I'm not sure if that makes me feel better or worse, like about buying the egg, like knowing the history. Yeah, because they also say that like they are raised in like a much bigger acreage and they're allowed to actually forage, so you feel like less guilty about eating this egg. And I totally fall for it. I'll pay like double price for like an egg that I think is raised by a happier chicken.
I think
that's the trend of marketing here.
Like Australia, like the eggs would be like caged eggs versus free range. Free range, and then like, but the price difference is always so big. Like caged eggs, free range eggs are always like maybe like 5 or 6 Aussie per pack, and then like caged eggs are like $2. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't think I care that much to spend that much.
Oh.
I mean, does anyone even investigate though?
I'm sure like all these advertising like watchdogs probably do investigate to make sure that they're being honest.
Well, I feel like it's harder for them to get away with such a scheme these days to make up a whole story. But I don't know. But anyway, I fall for it. I think this is whole trend of marketing that doesn't work as well in Malaysia, which is like guilt-based marketing in the US, like zero waste and like.
No, Malaysia is just
like
whoever is cheapest will do better.
Exactly. It's already kampong, okay? I already lived a very good life.
Yeah.
Running around in the kampong. Is that what it means though? Because I always imagined, okay, this is like potentially inappropriate, but when they say kampong eggs, I imagine it to live kind of like in a lot style, like actual kampong, and it's like living under the house or something. I can like go under there and it can like run around outside. But what does actually the kampong egg designation actually mean? Like,
I don't know.
Actually, I think that's...
Or is it a species of chicken?
I think that's my perception too.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have like kampong chicken and just regular white chicken, right?
Right.
And then like
whose kampong is it in?
Supposed to be more free because they get to run around. That's why like kampong chicken meat is always more...
tough, right? In a way.
Yeah, like stringy, right? Like some people like that. I actually don't really like that.
It's like it worked out.
Yeah. Like,
oh, look, this website I have on screen. Kampong eggs. These come from kampong chickens, right? Many people assume the chickens are free roaming, but they are not, she said. The term kampong chicken refers to a breed of chicken found in Malaysia and Indonesia.
No.
I mean, I don't know if this article is true, but that's what.
Yeah.
So if I like set up like a chicken farm in the kampong, but like they're produced factory style.
Exactly.
So, that's still kampong chicken.
Right. And Z1 says maybe less injections of chemicals. I feel like maybe that is also true because you don't expect the texture of the kampong chicken to be as soft. So they probably don't have to inject them as much.
Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, anyway, she's very disappointed about this article.
Don't believe.
one day when we have the money, we can do like such a Vice style where we do investigative
Vice
journalism.
Yeah. No.
Exactly.
Totally, we should do that. Like, we should investigate
boots
all
on the
these,
ground,
like, claims that people have grown to believe.
Exactly.
I think like.
Are we like the myth busters?
Yeah. Of Malaysia.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, and you know what's really funny about your stream is that it says that you're playing Farmville.
Yeah, I set it because you have to set like a game. But anyway, yeah, I just put Farmville, whatever. Doesn't matter.
It's so funny. Can you put like some other like cooler games in our Farmville, please, the next time? I feel like people who are looking for Farmville content are very confused. Maybe when they want to listen to the
Hey,
part
we're talking about farms
compost
now,
chicken. Yeah. They're like, okay, this is somewhat relevant.
What up, Edmund?
And Edmund, yeah, Vape Nation. Oh, I noticed that you posted this video about with vaping in it, and I watched it with sound off, so I don't know what the heck is going on.
Oh, you
is
have
this
to watch
some
it
like
with sound
vape
on.
trend?
No.
What's going on?
Josh is a TikToker now.
No, I'm not.
Oh wow.
yeah, one app.
That is seem very TikTok-y.
I am.
It is like a TikTok video.
I am a 34-year-old man. I don't get to go on TikTok.
Oh man.
It's okay.
Yeah,
the cutoff age is 35.
Is it? I think Gordon Ramsay is on TikTok quite a bit, so I'm sure we're younger than him.
But it doesn't make him cool. Like, I don't think he's cool when he does TikTok. I actually feel like he's trying really hard, like to be like
relevant.
To be relevant, you know.
But I mean, who is cool on TikTok? I feel like the only people I think are cool are like, I mean,
that's how out of touch we are.
No, it's not about being cool, right? It's just like, like it's not cool. It's acceptable, you know. Like if I see it on TikTok, I'll be like, yeah, that's what kids do these days, right? If I see Gordon Ramsay on TikTok, I'm like, man, what's he doing? You know?
Fellow kids.
Exactly, it's two fellow kids for us to do it right now, right? I feel like I've missed the whole trend already.
Yeah,
so I'm okay to like wait for the next one, whatever it's gonna be.
By the time we find out,
which is probably Facebook
too
streaming
late.
with your friends. So funny. Yeah. Actually, speaking of cooking, Singip and I were talking about the rice cooking controversy. Where what is the name of that lady? I actually don't even know the name of the lady. The lady who cooked rice in a very bizarre fashion, which we've learned may not be.
Harsha Patel.
Yeah, so she cooked rice by washing it and cooking it in a large volume of water, kind of like the way you cook pasta, and then draining it and then rinsing it in cold water, and then like stir frying it back into fried rice. And there's this comedian who plays a character called Uncle Roger who was like criticizing her the whole time with that honky accent, which I can say because I'm from Hong Kong. So, like,
have you watched his stand-up?
Yeah, first of all, I thought that he actually sounds like that. I had no idea that he was playing a character. I thought he really was a guy called Uncle Roger. Uncle Roger, who talks like this. But, okay, I found it actually, like, in a way, kind of culturally insulting, because it's actually a fake accent.
Yeah, it is. The thing is,
kind of like Yang Can Cook.
Yeah.
It's a fake accent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yang Can Cook he has a British accent too.
No, but is that
because
like...
It's a scam.
No, is that because he's like I mean, English is obviously not his first language, right?
It's not, but yeah,
so,
he
like,
doesn't sound the way you think
like,
he does.
Like people who like don't speak English as their first language, and then when they learn English, they feel like they put on this accent to sound more articulate. So I mean, like, I don't think it's fake, right? Just like maybe it's how he learned it. Like, you know, maybe he watched a lot of TV shows. I think.
Right. I'm looking up Yang Can Cook and when he grew up. He actually he went to school in like Canada and went to UC Davis, so he just lived in like the US and Canada for quite a while. But I can see back in the day though, like in the 80s, 90s, like he had to act like that because it was a more racist time, and he couldn't like stand out unless he seemed like going on cooking with that accent.
Uh-huh.
But oh, there you go. Z1 said a friend's dad worked with him before. Wow, we have a connection to you, Martin Yan.
Oh wow, he puts it on for the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that was a show I used to watch like when I was in primary school.
Yeah, and I'm still very inspired when I'm holding my cleaver. I'm like, Yan can cook, so can you. Chop like this, like I do to entertain myself.
That was a good slogan though. Like I
chopping.
still remember it now. You know, like 30 years.
Yeah,
on.
it is very good. Yeah.
So I'm so curious what he actually sounds like, though. Like, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you can find it online. Some clips of him. But anyway, so Uncle Roger is also an accent. But the thing is, his real accent is so different.
He's actually a Malaysian guy, you know?
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, like, I was curious about his character.
Poshy British accent.
No, I watched his stand-up. He sounds fine, like a regular guy. And some of his jokes are actually good, but I felt like he didn't need to do the accent for this Uncle Roger thing. But,
yeah. Wow, I found it super funny.
Maybe he had to keep his real self and Uncle Roger separate.
Separate, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I guess he's playing a character. It's fine, but yeah, it's like I feel it's overdone at this point.
It
Chinese.
Is? Yeah. I feel like I missed the boat. Oh, I knew all I had to do was put on an accent and criticize other people in React videos. I would have done that.
I don't know, like when Russell Peters like started doing like he got big around the time, then a lot of people were doing accents.
But it's more impressive when an Indian guy does the Cantonese accent. Like...
I was actually watching The Big Bang Theory today, and then there's an episode where Sheldon's like learning Chinese.
Oh.
And then like
how's that?
And then like so like when like he does like one of his reactions was really good. Like he was like he had headphones on and he was like speaking out Chinese. And then like Penny comes up behind him and taps him on the shoulder. And then like he's startled, right? But then like he goes like, "Ayya!"
I haven't seen it. You still watch Big Bang Theory? Is it still going on?
No, I finished already.
No, it finished.
I'm just like making use of my Netflix subscription.
Oh.
Is it worth watching all the way to the end?
Yeah, it's actually a really good series.
Is it? I don't know. I stopped
at
it
though?
The thing is when you binge watch shows like back to back, right? Like you can really see like how the characters progress in real time. Versus like when you watch it once a week and then like it's like 20 minutes, you're like, oh, you know. But when you watch it like back to back, like the stories flow a lot better. Yeah.
Maybe I'll.
But I know people say that this show is problematic because it's actually mocking nerdy people and not laughing with them or something like that.
Really? I mean,
do you not feel mocked?
I think I'm quite nerdy. I don't feel mocked. I thought it was like quite. It was quite good.
Oh, okay. Fine. I don't know. And I feel like I was very religious about watching it the first few seasons and I fell off the wagon. Oh, you know why I don't like it? Okay, here's the thing. It's what's the name of the character? It's like Sheldon's girlfriend.
Amy.
Amy. Yes. Because I feel like, you know, it hits too close to home. No, Sheldon's girl. The neuroscience girl. Come on.
Right,
like
okay.
I think she's like I feel like she gives a bad name. She's supposed to be representation of me, right? Yeah. In a way. So I'm like, wait a minute.
Maybe it hits closer to home for you than me. Like for me, it's like nerdy just in like a general sense, but not like specifically.
Right. For me, I'm like specifically this character is supposed to represent you, and the actress who plays her actually got a degree in neuroscience. So I was looking up her papers and stuff. But like you know, so I feel like doubly insulted because I feel like you should know better. I know that she doesn't get to control the script or anything, but sometimes I feel like, you know, it gives a sort of a bad stereotype to like grad students.
Yeah.
So I feel like I stopped watching it for that reason.
Well, the show
so
came
does
out
the character
in
improve?
very
Did it become
times.
less? Yeah. Did it become less like dumb over time, or is it like no character growth?
Was she ever dumb? And it never came across that way for me.
Not dumb, but
she is socially super awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So when they first introduced her, like they made her seem like this female version of Sheldon. But then,
Right.
like, as the story like progressed, like she became more, I'm gonna say normal. Like she still has like her quirks, right? But then, like, there are times where she's portrayed as being more like a has a higher EQ than Sheldon.
Okay.
Oh, okay. But
Like
do
she
you
knows,
watch?
like she knows, like what the social conventions are, versus Sheldon, who's like almost always clueless.
Yeah.
Is he clueless or willfully ignorant? I feel like
I think okay,
he doesn't know. He just doesn't want to follow it.
Because he's like, because I think he believes that all these social conventions are like beneath him as a scientist. Like he thinks like, oh, my time could be better spent pursuing science versus like, all these things that normal people do.
Right. And the thing is, it's not like these are not real people. I do know like a selective number of people from my grad school days who are kind of like that. Like socially just like super weird and they don't care. But it's just like, oh, like that's what people think, right? And it alienates average people from scientists. I think that's what's the most problematic, especially now with COVID and everything. Like if you think scientists are like that, then you totally won't believe what they're saying. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like drawing conclusions no one's drawing.
I feel like it'll make them more credible, right? Because it's like you devote your life to science and like you're not bothered about these social rules and norms. So like I feel like that makes you even bigger expert because like that's all you focus on.
Yeah, I wish more people thought like you.
Like,
so do you watch?
The opposite, right? Like you watch all these like. I mean, I haven't seen any, but like in the US, there's all these like doctor TV shows where there's like a panel of doctors like talking, and then I feel like those people are the ones that I trust even less because it's like they're pandering to the
like
masses,
Dr. Oz type
right?
people. Yeah, but that's what people believe because they're good looking. The more good looking you are, the more trustworthy you are. Did you know that?
Is it?
I just made that up. So proving my point. But do you watch Young Sheldon?
No,
yeah, this is actually pretty good.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay. I've only
But
seen
it's
clips
like
of
it's really different because like in Big Bang Theory they portray Sheldon's dad as like this like drunk Texan kind of redneck kind of guy. But then like in the Young Sheldon, like he's like portrayed as being like really like he's like what I call it, like a very jock kind of dad, but he's also very sensitive to Sheldon's needs,
Oh.
So like
do you think like
there's that disparity that kind of like makes me think like, which like kind of messes me up when I watch The Big Bang Theory and then they talk about his dad.
So is Sheldon lying?
Sheldon's
a pathological liar.
Or is his perception of his dad just like that poor, even though he was actually quite nice, which is also kind of sad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, because like in Big Bang Theory, yeah, you're only hearing about it from his side, right? Yeah, but in Young Sheldon, like you see the whole family as a whole. Like,
yeah.
Maybe
his dad hasn't started drinking yet,
Yeah, exactly. Maybe. Or his dad deteriorated, which is also really sad.
Yeah, that is. What a dark show.
I know.
And then like they say like his dad died in Big Bang Theory, right? Like quite early on.
Oh.
So when I watched Young Sheldon, I'm like, I know which episode he's gonna die in.
Damn. Wow.
Is the show still going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, still going on.
Okay, so I guess he can't die yet.
Yeah, but I mean, like that he's gonna die before Sheldon like gets like much older, so it's kind of like.
Oh yeah, wouldn't the kid be like quite old by now? It's been a few years, right? Young Sheldon.
Yeah, Sheldon.
Reminds me of 2.5 Men. You watch the kid grow up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually really like that show.
Yeah,
then it ended.
In retrospect, very problematic, but yes, I remember.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, couldn't be done in like modern time, but back then, yeah.
Oh. Well, I think we're running on to almost the hour for us, even though it's been quite nice chatting. It's nice for me on a Sunday where I feel less stressed.
Yeah,
to be honest.
It's good. I mean, I'm okay with Sunday nights to continue, and we have 3 viewers, which is pretty good. Better than 0.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions from chat?
How long we've been live?
Yeah, we've been
on. Mouse over the live button.
50 minutes. Yeah. If anyone has any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat section.
As usual, we didn't follow our topic list at all. Oh, actually, there was one more
let's
thing
do one
to bring
topic
up.
today. What? Okay.
You spent a lot of time on eggs, so.
We did. But eggs are so fascinating.
Yeah.
So yesterday while we were hiking, it's a long drive, right? So on Spotify, I found this playlist called Midwest Emo.
Oh yeah,
and,
American football.
Yeah, exactly. American football and bands like that that we've never heard of, and I thought that you would actually really like this playlist.
I mean, I listened
we
to
thought
Midwest
certain
Emo.
the songs were pretty good.
Yeah,
some of them are pretty hilarious, but Johan described it perfectly because she likes the same songs as you do. She says like these songs are about like when you grew up in the Midwest in like the countryside, and then your girlfriend has to move away for college. In the coast in a big city, and you feel really really sad.
Yeah, it's true. That's
yeah,
the thing,
or actually another fraction.
Like people in
dreams.
America deal with like the people they know moving to different states when they grow up. Yeah, it's not like a thing here. Well, maybe because I live in KL, so everyone comes to KL. But like probably if I lived in a smaller state, like I would experience a lot of friends leaving to another.
You would have so much more emo material.
I'd probably move to KL with them,
Yeah. Yeah. So some of the songs are pretty hilarious. So I'll link you a few later after the show. Yeah. So, but now I'm realizing that's the keyword I need to search to make that mixtape that I haven't made. Western emo.
Well, I mean, there's more like different kinds of emo genres. It's like so big on its own now. Like there's so many different kind of emo bands.
Right, and then the playlist also snuck in a few mumble rap songs. I counted that. I kind of like don't like it when I'm like, come on, you're like so far from the genre. But some people say that mumble rap is the new emo.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, a lot of the mumble rappers they rap about sad stuff instead of like getting drunk and fucking bitches.
Yeah, exactly.
Times are changing.
Yeah, because isn't that like who's the guy that died of an overdose?
Which one? So
Young.
many. Juice WRLD?
I want to say it's young something. Gosh, his name is like has something to do with being young or being a baby or something like that.
Well, one who, I don't know. They always die from overdoses.
But he died when he was 21. But it's not Juice WRLD. It's someone else. Lil Peep.
Oh, Lil Peep.
Lil Peep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lil Peep.
Yeah, I thought his
Peep.
songs are pretty emo.
Sad rap artist.
Exactly.
Yeah. But they either die from OD or getting shot. I don't know. Like, it's a crazy world out there. See, the like rappers in Malaysia, they don't really have to rap about hard life or growing up around guns.
I mean, they have
what are they
hard
rapping
lives,
about?
like in their own way.
Yeah, but
it's
not like
so, It's not like it's not so compelling, I guess.
Yeah, it's very different.
I was thinking of the Too Fat song.
Yeah, Too Fat,
Which now I'm thinking, what is the song actually about? And I cannot recall except the scene where they ride on dinosaurs in the music video. So now I'm thinking,
Too
I can't
Fat
remember the
Baby
lyrics.
Let's pull it up.
Is that the name of the song?
Too Fat Baby?
The first song that came out.
Yeah. It was called Too Fat Baby.
Oh. And what's the song actually about?
You see, my pockets never held Skrilla for Rilla. I uster freestyle for cheap thriller. Well, that was nothing but time killer. My time filler, 'cause rapping made my mind chiller.
So it's actually literally about them rapping, so it's self-referential kind of like.
I think so. Yeah, he's talking about how he started rapping when he was young because it made his mind chiller. And then now he's too hot to handle, making beats.
Are they still around?
What's
They
that? One
broke up, but then
one of them is still making music. He just released, I think Joe Flizzo. He just released a music video recently.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I need
one of them like owns like a barber too. Like he has his own barber.
Oh, really?
shop. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, the videos.
Which
It's
get
like
a
when
haircut?
it was like when what you call it when it was like during the hipster phase, you know, where everyone's getting like fades.
People still get fades
fades
now,
over?
right?
Yeah.
I know, but
Fades are
like it
still
was like
fade.
the but back then it was like super in though. I don't really see it so often these days.
So what's in
Oh.
now,
I mean, like,
actually?
Really?
No, what
I
is
don't know,
in now?
like last time like fades were like the definition of like, you know, hipster haircuts.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you have a fade phase? I distinctly
Singip had
recall.
fades.
Yeah, you had fade and you had the lightning or something on the side.
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah.
Imagine that.
You had like a pattern on the side, like stripes.
Yeah, I thought that was
Right?
pretty cool.
No, but
Yeah.
that was way before the
Yeah.
trend.
You- Such a
you're
hipster
the
thing to
OG
say.
hipster, right? Exactly. Before it was cool.
No, that was when I was going to like Sungai Wang to get my hair cut. I had like Abing hair.
Mm.
That was like that's like the
Hey, don't insult
anti-hipster.
Sungai Wang haircuts. I used to get those too for my Lala haircuts, please.
I'm not insulting that. I'm just saying that that's why I used to go for like the Abing hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
What?
I mean,
Oh yeah, are those still phrases? Do people still call people that?
sorry?
I feel like I don't hear that. Do people still call people Abing and Lala and Alian? Is that still a thing? I think it's
haven't
not so much
heard
a thing
I haven't
anymore.
heard it
Yeah.
used publicly for a while.
Yeah, no.
Is it insulting now?
I probably still is, right? No, as in
No, it's like it's insulting if you know what it is, right? But if young people don't really use it anymore, then you can't really be insulted by that, right?
They're
I
just
guess
like,
it's
oh, you
just
old
like
people with your old
old-fashioned.
phrases.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's like
Uh.
it's like calling people like a whippersnapper, you know. I'm like, like, am I supposed to be insulted by that? Like, I don't know.
You just call people
Yeah.
simps now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sims.
Simp.
Yeah. Are you? Oh yeah, there was a video by Dom Mazzetti. I don't know whether you guys watch that, Bro Science.
Yeah, bro science. I link.
Yeah. Actually, everyone's a simp by his flowchart.
Yeah. He's so funny. I don't know if he's like really smart or like this is an act or he's really like.
Oh,
this.
it's an act.
Yeah.
It's an act also. Yeah, he does not actually sound like that.
Okay. Yeah, but he's
In real
so
life.
funny. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, his stuff is actually really well made.
It is. Yeah. It's
I wish he
clever.
has more frequent content. Yeah. Do you watch Sing It? If you don't, we need to turn you on to Bro Science.
Yeah. Watch bro science.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. It seems like we have no questions, and for some reason, my video feed is also stopped.
Oh, okay. Well, it's still going on my site.
Okay.
But yeah, no questions. Well, 2 minutes to an hour we can stretch. Let's
Yeah.
try to cover one topic.
Okay. Sing It. Not Sing It. Well, actually, maybe George is the one
Me?
with long topics.
Not really. Like, yeah. Well, this one. So it was discussed on the Joe Rogan Post Malone episode, which is pretty good, by the way. If you haven't listened yet, they go off the rails, like talking about aliens and conspiracies and whatnot. It's real funny. But yeah, so one section of the conversation was about like back in the past. How did people know like who all those like wanted people were? You know, like there were no photographs back then, so it was all drawings, and like drawings weren't that accurate. So you could go to a different town and claim to be like some badass criminal or like some hero, right? And people had to believe you, right? They couldn't verify. Yeah, so like I don't know, it was just like an interesting time to live in back then. And then Joe Rogan brought up the fact that like the reason we only know how people looked like in the past was because of people who painted paintings of all these like famous people, right? And there's no way to verify like whether these guys like beautified the paintings when they were making right, like they can paint you with a bigger ass, or a smoother face, or nicer hair and stuff like that. So like yeah, like we don't really know how all these people looked like back then. It's just an artist's impression.
But I thought like what do you call it? Like someone like dug up like like someone like used like computer modeling to like guesstimate like what one of those pharaohs look like, no?
Right. The with
and
the
then they
bones
also
and
did that
stuff,
for like those like a Neanderthal or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I mean, if you really wanted to, you could go dig up like the bones of like those famous people and like try to like do a digital composite or something.
But I don't know.
That's true. Well, please don't do that. I would like to be cremated. Just like taking my.
No, but we have photos now. So everyone knows what you look like.
There's like hours of footage of you on YouTube.
I have a lot of filters on here right now. Yeah.
I think a while ago, right? People were saying if dinosaurs, like how dinosaurs really would have looked like. Based on their skeletons, they would look like very different creatures. As opposed to
right, and that also keeps changing.
Yeah,
because I think the evidence keeps changing. Now we're adding feathers and whatnot.
But now, like I mean, at least in the past however long I've been alive, all the media I've seen of dinosaurs, they've looked pretty consistent. From like books to cartoons and movies, they all feature.
But like, just because they are like building it on.
Yeah, exactly.
Existing.
It's
as opposed to like incorporating new findings, because maybe like a dinosaur with feathers like might not look as intimidating as like one covered in scales.
Yeah,
or,
no,
like, maybe,
for sure.
Like, kids might not recognize it, and then they won't think it's a dinosaur movie.
Yeah, I know, but like it could be completely wrong, and we wouldn't know.
I guess it depends why you're watching it. If you're watching it for science. Then maybe, but I mean, just watching it for entertainment. Like if I'm maybe not aliens, but like fantasy movies, like elves and dwarves. Right? I mean, like it's just for entertainment. Like,
oh no, sure, yeah, but like if you watch Discovery Channel, they'll do renders of dinosaurs. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember you linked me an Instagram of Joe Rogan with
a
filter on, and it's just a hot lady.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at that point, it's not really even a filter. It's a Photoshop overlay of parts of your face with a hot lady's face.
Like, apps can do like all this in real time now. It's pretty much like a live filter.
Yeah, remember when I played with the Snap camera male version of me?
Yeah, exactly.
So, which maybe will.
It's not...
I did that. I tried it with my mom. I mean, I took a photo, turned myself into a girl. Then I showed her.
Yeah.
And she got really mad.
Why? Why?
I don't know. She was like,
that was the daughter we wish we had.
Don't desecrate her memory.
Like, I don't know if it's like a
That's so interesting.
Taboo kind of thing, like a spiritual, like, oh no, don't do that kind of shit, or is it like, I don't want you to. Maybe she's like, oh, I hope you're not transsexual or something.
Well, nothing wrong with that, but that is
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, like my mom's of like a different generation.
Yeah, sure.
So like maybe to her it's like, you better not be doing that kind of stuff, But to me, it's just like a fun filter, right? So.
Right. That's so funny because Yuhang also hates filters. So she's also like has the same reaction. Like she hates it when I apply filter to her face or when I use it on myself.
Well, that reminds me of I think it was a law that was instated a couple of months ago or maybe last year, They ban Muslims from using gender changing filters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because apparently it goes against the word of God. Like God made you perfect, and you shouldn't try to change that. That's the reason.
God gave us the knowledge to make these apps.
Yeah,
wow,
I don't know.
I feel like this is a touchy topic.
No, I mean that was the reasoning, and I mean to me it's dumb, but it's crazy, like how like something so trivial, at least to us, but is perceived like so differently by different people. Yeah,
it is. Yeah, and the thing is, I feel like that they also don't speak for everyone. I'm sure we interview the average person on the street; they may not even know about this.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
But like, as in, like, I can't even think of like such a way to twist the filter into anti-God, but
even in Christianity though, like some people are against like tattoos and stuff because you're not supposed to alter your body.
Yeah,
so I mean you can justify this with every single religion possible.
True. Like your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. That's why I'm not supposed to smoke.
Right, and even in Buddhism, it's like more like there's no point to it because then you're overly attached to your appearance. Is also not good.
Yeah.
But then like there are some is it like sect of Buddhism, like the Thais? Like they do tattoos.
Oh, right? They do. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of mixed in with like local religion and stuff like that, though. But I always thought those tattoos look really cool.
Yeah.
Do you have those? The Thai ones? No, right?
I don't.
I think Angelina Jolie does. I remember that.
I think she.
Well, she adopted some Asian kids, so she's allowed to.
I thought she was getting her tattoos removed or covered up or something.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
I can't
even keep up.
It's like Lil Ray Black. I don't know why she's removing her tattoos.
Oh.
Yeah. Sad.
Oh, well, there was that video I sent you guys that you guys can watch. It's a Vice short documentary about these two renowned like Japanese tattoo artists and how they moved to start their own shop and actually just kind of near me because because they now in Japan they really are cracking down on tattoos shops and something like that.
Why?
So
actually it doesn't really feel that way because like, a lot of the Japanese artists I follow on Instagram, like they're still like it's still business as usual.
Yeah, well, I think it's just symbolically, it's like become pushed even more underground. So they're like, you know what? If Japanese people can't appreciate it, we're gonna bring it to the world. And they had a whole exhibit like just featuring like the full body suits and everything. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, so that's the thing. I feel like if I ever get tattooed, I'm gonna go like full bore. like
looking forward to that day.
The wait list to get a tattoo with those guys is like 3-4 years. It's crazy.
All right.
Yeah, but I like how it's like a consistent theme. Like it's not like patchwork.
Yeah, but then you really have to commit at that point in time. Like you have to know what you want. Yeah, for the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I guess you can keep going back to the same artists with the same style, and then they would know like best how to fill the gaps.
But it won't feel nice as like a singular.
Yeah, for sure.
So I always I always kind of regretted not thinking my tattoos through.
Oh really?
I mean,
I thought yours do fit together well though.
I know, but like it lacks like a certain cohesiveness of like a singular theme.
It's all animals.
I mean, like if I thought about if I could redo it, then I might go with like a full body suit, like with,
well, you can still do that, right? Like, or is it like once you have like some tattoos, you actually can't get away with a full body suit?
Well, I mean that's what I'm trying to do with my back for now. That's why I'm leaving my back and legs untouched for now. I'm like, okay, like at least that I can do like a full back piece or like a leg sleeve, Yeah.
Are you gonna go to Japan to do that, or are you gonna do it locally?
Yeah, for my back piece, I'll most definitely go to Japan to do it.
Can you do it in one sitting, or do you have to go multiple trips? It seems like it's quite a long process.
For back pieces, I heard I can take like 100 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane, man.
So
It's a very nice trip.
So like if you go like even if you go like every day for like 12 hours, it'll probably take you more than a week, right?
Yeah.
And the other things I want to do in Japan besides sitting lying on a table getting tattooed.
I don't know. Maybe that's your thing.
No,
because I think some people get pleasure out of the process, right?
I always
or else why would you do it?
A good excuse to keep going back to Japan. Like every year I go back,
yeah,
and get a little bit more done.
I mean, I guess you can get him to plan out the whole thing and then just.
No, like so for the. I mean, usually like how my experience is like they'll start with the outline, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once the outline's in place, then the rest is like filling in the details, the shading, coloring. So like maybe the first trip I'll get the outline done, and after that like slowly color it in.
Yeah.
What if the guy dies in like?
I was just thinking that too.
In between.
But I mean, I'm sure that there's some continuity, right? Like, and these artists are so good. I feel like they know how to like mimic another person's style.
But artists don't want to mimic other people. That's the thing.
I mean, if you have a really good reason, like my tattoo artist died, right? Then
yeah.
I feel like they'd be more inclined to do it versus like, I don't like his style anymore, you know.
Yeah. Like, I'll continue my friend's legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right.
All right.
That's a good point to end it. We just passed 1-1-1-1.
Yeah. And we have more topics for next time that we'll never get to.
All right. Thanks for another
I think the
episode.
problem with George with your topics is that they're too deep.
They are? Are they? I don't know.
Just teasing.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Take care, guys. See you next week.
Bye, world.
Goodbye.